Welcome one and all to Mrs. K's way of finding the area of triangles. This video is going to consist of 3 different parts. The first thing we're going to do is determine the base and height of triangles. The second thing is we are going to be finding the formula we are going to be using for the area of triangles. And last, we are going to be solving for area using the formula that we found in number 2. The first thing we're going to talk about in the video is determining the base and the height of triangles. The base and the height are really important because we need them in order to be able to find the area. So the base is any of the sides of the triangle. So AB, AC, and BC are all different sides of the triangle, and the same are here for PQ, PR, and QR. Now, the base can be any of the sides, but the height, no matter what your base is, the height needs to be perpendicular distance from the opposite vertex to the base. Now remember, perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and create a 90-degree angle. Although mine doesn't seem very straight, it's 2 straight lines that have a 90-degree angle. So in these 2 different pictures, we actually see the different perpendicular lines that are created. So since we have a line that starts at the vertex and goes down to a line, we know that this right here is our base. So our base is actually BC, our line segment BC, and our height is our line AX, since both AX is perpendicular to BC. Now, in the second example, we actually see that there is a line outside the triangle because we can't create a line from QR to Q that is perpendicular if we do not know what PR is. So in this example, we see that the line that is created is actually PX, and that right there is why our height is PX. And even though we see there's a dotted line from X to R, our base is actually just part of the triangle, which happens to be RQR. So this is how we are able to find our base and our height. Why base and height is so important is because for the second part, we're going to be finding the formula for area. And as we see right down here, we have a beautiful rectangle, and we want to see what the area is. Well, we know that our bottom is our base, and our line going from the bottom to top is our height. And we can find the area of this rectangle by multiplying our base times our height, and that's the formula for a rectangle. Well, now when we would want to try to find the area of a triangle, we can actually look at this same exact rectangle, and we are going to actually cut it in half. And if we take away the other half of it, we actually are left with just a triangle. So since we cut this whole entire rectangle in half, in order to find our area of just this triangle, all we're going to do is take our area of a rectangle, which is our base times height, and we're actually just going to multiply that by a half. Since right here, we're still taking the same base and the same height, we're just only taking half of it, since originally we had a whole entire rectangle here, which would be 2 parts of a rectangle. Now that we have our formula for a triangle, which is our area equals 1/2 of our base times our height, we can now solve problems like this. In triangle PQR, PX is perpendicular to QR. Now that's really important because our base and our height must be perpendicular to one another in order to work. So we need to first establish what is our base and what is our height. So as we see here, our base is our segment QR, which is our 30 feet, and our height, PX, is 25 feet, since that's going up and down. So now we want to plug that into our different formula, which is right here. And we know that 1/2 of our base, which we know is 30 feet, and we are going to multiply that by our height, which is 25 feet. Now, all we need to do is just use our order of operations, and we can multiply these in any order, especially from left to right. And we know that 1/2 times 30 gives us 15, and then we bring down our 25. So we're just going to multiply 15 times 25, and we get our final area of 375 feet squared. Now make sure that you definitely put that square because we're multiplying feet times feet, which will give us feet squared. For all your hard work today, here is a video of Callie and a laser pointer. Well, thanks so much, you guys, for watching. Please do your Google form, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.